Hello everyone, this is Arthur and you're watching Game School. Snipers are the hardest class of weapons to use. They are high risk and high reward weapons. But not all of them are created equal, so today I'll be ranking every single sniper in Modern Warfare. I'll also be ranking the marksman rifles, since they are just faster and weaker snipers. Number 10, the Dragunov. The Dragunov must be the single most recurring sniper in the Call of Duty series, and all of its appearances are very bad. And it's no different in Modern Warfare. Being a semi-auto sniper is already hard, but the Dragunov is the only sniper capable of getting 3 hit markers, and the upwards kick makes it hard to land shots correctly. Number 9, the Rytec AMR. The Rytec AMR was the first and only DLC sniper added to the game, and although it's stronger than the Dragunov, it fails to compete with the other snipers.
It gets less hit markers and has the explosive and thermite rounds, but it's a lot slower and has some of the same problems as the Dragunov, with the only real improvement being the amount of hit markers that it gets. Number 8, the Crossbow. Sure, it can be fixed with attachments, but builds that provide speed for the crossbow are recommended, and it gets hard to do that when you are practically forced to use a specific attachment. The range especially makes it hard to use. It has the most drop of all weapons in the game. Number 7, the EBR. As I said before, I wasn't fond to sniping in this game, and when the crossbow came along, I had to do a challenge to unlock it, which required me to use a marksman rifle. And since I wasn't used to using slower weapons, I decided to go with the EBR, and at the time, it felt like it was pretty good. But then time started to pass and I noticed that the EBR isn't that good, as it has very strong recoil and small one-shot potential. Number 6, the SKS. The SKS was a shining light on those who wanted a new sniper added to the game, and unfortunately they were let down. The SKS is a semi-auto marksman rifle, being just slightly better than the EBR, and by that I mean more controllable and consistent. If you're a fan of the EBR but feel like there's more potential somewhere else, you should definitely try out the SKS. Number 5, the MK2 carbine. Speaking of fast and more reliable, the MK2 carbine, sometimes referred to as a weaker Kar 98. And even though it is ranked lower on this list, I don't believe that is true. While the carbine is weaker than the Kar 98, they are completely different. The MK2 is a faster shooting, less risky weapon, but the Kar 98 is a more harder hitting, slower gun. Even though it gets some hit markers sometimes, it has a very high follow-up potential. Number 4, the Kar 98. The Kar 98 is a classic weapon, both in real life and in video games, and the Modern Warfare version lives up to that legacy. 90% of the time it will result into a one-shot kill, and rechambering speed is very fast. Not enough to hit a second shot, but still very strong. You have to be precise to use it effectively. If you get a hit marker with this gun, the enemy will have time to react. Number 3, the HDR. The HDR was the second pick for snipers when the game came out. It is the only sniper that will almost never get a hit marker. It has the longest range of all the guns in the game, but is really slow, having very few attachments that will help with its mobility. But one thing that I noticed is that the aim can be made steady permanently if equipping certain attachments, which might be helpful to some people. Number 2, the SPR 208. The SPR 208 or the R700 is the newest sniper added to the game, and is very good, having the same damage as the Rytec but the mobility of a marksman rifle, and a great follow-up potential, since the bolt can be changed to speed up the rechambering. At number 1, the AX50. The AX50 is the best sniper in the game at the moment. It can be made faster with no real penalty to it, with a more or less consistent one-shot potential. And as long as you don't shoot people in the legs, you will kill them. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, and I'll be back next week.